So, hello and welcome back to another episode of another playthrough of Universalis 4. Like I said, I'm gonna do another playthrough of the Warhammer Fantasy Universalis mod. Already knowing who I'm gonna play, because it is almost tradition that if there's any fantasy mod that has Wood Elves, I'll play Wood Elves, obviously. And as far as I've seen, they gave Athel Loren an actual mission tree, or sort of like more of a Wood Elves mission tree. So we're gonna see about that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another playthrough of this right after this one, but to be honest, I usually decide this stuff and very openly anyway. So, whatever. Either way, the Wood Elves are an ancient and reclusive people, dwelling in the enchanted forests of the old world, far from the turmoil of human and dwarven lands. The society thrives in harmony with nature, guided by mystical leaders and protected by skilled warriors and powerful forest spirits. Fiercely isolationist, the Wood Elves guard their woodland realms with unwavering vigilance, striking out intruders with deadly precision. To them, the world beyond the forest is a place of corruption and chaos, and they see themselves as its last true defenders. The strength of the Wood Elves is inextricably tied to their forests, where ancient magic flows and nature's power is at its peak. Within these magical groves, their armies are nearly invincible, boasted by the spirits of the forest and the blessing of the Azrai gods. However, the elves struggle to adapt to lands without forests or jungles, finding it little benefit from controlling barren or unurbanized provinces. For the Azrai, each forest is not only a home, but a source of sustenance and spiritual strength, making its preservation essential to their survival. Though the Wood Elves shun the wider world, their power and influence are undeniable. They see themselves as protectors of balance, ensuring the sanctity of nature in the face of growing chaos. Yet their refusal to engage in broader alliances leaves them vulnerable to the rising storm, their strength confined to the woods they call home. As the age of the end times looms, the Wood Elves must decide whether to step from the shadow or risk losing their forests and their way of life forever. Also, as Wood Elves, we have a tough time administering anything that is not forest, so we're not gonna do that, basically. And otherwise, this is all the same. Oh no, we have not gotten this one, I think. Oh no, this is Empire stuff. Don't care. So, we are in a forest. We own all of the forest. And the forest is basically everything magical forest. Yeah, there's already a bonus that you see here, which is quite impressive. I think we have no other territory, right? This is literally all just, yeah. So, we have magical forest everywhere, which reduces dice rolls for attackers, less to combat with, and all of those fun things. And we get a +2 combat bonus because it's the same terrain as our capital. So basically saying, we get a few bonuses there. In our capital, the Orc of Ages is a very powerful great project, which in the end would give full on +1 to everything, to every monarch point generation. Otherwise, we do also have the Elven Forest here. We get a slight development cost reduction and more production efficiency and movement speed bonuses in the forest, which doesn't quite counteract the penalties that we have, but it's something. We do also have another, yeah, our capital is not the Orc of Ages, our capital is the Thousand Woods, the Kingsglade, which does have the Bow of Loren, which gives us land leader fire, which is nice, I tell you. The Kingsglade itself gives like a hilarious amount of attrition. So you might see how the elves work. As soon as you take a step into the forest, their armies are gonna get annihilated. That is particularly true when we look at our modifiers. Well, first of all, actually, let's take a look. We have Queen Ariel in charge, of course, immortal, and we're gonna pump her up as much as possible. We see what kind of traits she gets, but she will be in charge for the whole game, basically. We are good, which means that we have an easier time doing diplomacy, but we can conquer less. Our administration, the average monarch lifespan is a lot. We have a increased colonial range, which is completely useless for us. We have prestige decay reduction. We have development in primary cultures. This is very good. We get even more diplo reputation. We get yeah, farmer advisor chance, and we may recruit farmer generals. Unimportant. We get a bit of a tech and institution penalty. Because we don't adapt. Lovely. Military. 10% discipline. Lovely. Regimental drill. Nearly naval tradition. And we also can recruit monsters. But of course, our manpower recovery speed and reinforced speed is heavy penalized. So we are basically the complete opposite of the Skaven. We're gonna build an elite force that is very powerful. We do also have monsters, and I'm wondering if I should care about them at all. So, furthermore, we are the Eternal Court, a special government reform. The Astral live in harmonious coexistence with the denizens of Athel Loren, but are known for their frivolous and sometimes savage behavior. The society revolves around the cycle of the forest as determined by the avatars of Ishtar and Kurnos, who rule over the High Lords of the Glades. So we are immediately an empire rank and we have a special ability, but we get less diplo relations, we get province wars, cost increase, limited aside from subjects development. So basically, we are super isolated, like I said before. So the season ability is quite interesting, but also at the same time not, because you completely forget that it exists. So we basically have 4 seasons that just push along every month, 0.5. In every season we have like decent modifier changes. For example, in spring at the moment we have a power cost reduction, but our morale gets a punch. In summer we have just the opposite, and in fall the defense and but buildings are cheaper. And once again, winter just flipped. This just basically pushes through, and then it just collapses all the way back down again, and so on and so forth. So, we do not have any friends. We are making a decent amount of money, because we are fairly tax focused. And we have a decent chunk of development. We have 272 development. The worst thing is going to be, this development is not going to increase from conquering places, because we don't want to conquer anything. I think trade-wise we are, yeah. So we have full power of this trade node, but we also literally are pushing it away. Or like basically everything pushes away, so this is going to be horrible to deal with. On the other note, what else do we have? Take us alright. Oh yeah, right, our ideas. We start with attrition and combat bonus in terrain, and we constantly push up max hostile attrition. It's so ridiculous. I mean, we currently have 1, but it's just gonna increase further and further. We'll see about the other stuff when it comes around, but for now, we have a big mission tree. We're gonna take a look at it soon enough. So, raid enemies. I think... Oh. We can burn the Ogre-Phages. Very cool. No thanks. I think we're gonna take the raid enemies bonus, because we don't really care about conquering provinces. I mean, we can turn it off whenever we want, but whatever. We also have an addition where we can connect the world tree, but that also means we need to conquer every single forest province. What this gives us is basically 5 development and wait, all magical forest provinces. So every single magical forest province gets 5 development. That's insane. But it's also very difficult. We have 1 here, we have this here, we have this here. And the biggest problem is probably that we have to go overseas, and we are terrible at doing that because, first of all, we don't want to hold provinces outside. And second of all, we then have barely any naval bonuses. Well, either way, let's start off right away with yeah, we're gonna start right away with stability. We do want to get prosperity up as soon as possible. We do have some Sifadai. Oh yeah, right. No, I'm gonna take a look at the mission tree first, because our mission tree is formed like a tree, which is very cool. We start off with basically doing our estates happy. Very simple, and that all gives us like minor bonuses. We do have like stuff in between here. These ones, some of them are really interesting. For example, the Echoes of the Ancients gives us great project reduction, and here's infrastructure reduction. But we basically, these 2 are very interesting. Oh no, wait, this one specifically, because this gives us 25 power cost reduction for 48 days. So, very specific. But we'll see what we can do out of that. We need to beat someone up. We need free stability. We need to be prosperous. So yeah, along this street we constantly have like these smaller things that we can do in between. We need to insult more people, okay. Then we need to receive war operations. We need to build buildings. We need to fully drill and be at war. We need to have manufactories, okay. And along this line we have this constant single modifier that buffs and buffs and buffs and buffs. So we'll see about that. For now, let's take a look at our estates. We have the inwards perfection active. which doesn't allow us to seize land from these guys. They give us war exhaustion and tolerance of the true faith. They give us a stab hit when we declare war. The problem is with this. In the end, I do want to get rid of the Groundland. Or rather, I want to get Groundland and get rid of everybody else. And this, I don't think this modifier. I mean, this modifier is counteractive towards this. So I think we're gonna get rid of it eventually. I mean, for now we're gonna of course do the usual stuff. Let's get this back up. We're gonna immediately take this one. Unity of Faith. I'm not gonna take religious culture right away. We're gonna take do we take development of temples? I mean, I guess I do want it. Otherwise we don't have anything else here, yeah. So, nobility. I think it is just healthy to say that we're gonna do the primacy right away. Because we need that. Right of council, so we're over the crown. Let's make everyone happy. Otherwise there's nothing here. Nope. And the guilds, we are gonna do Patronage of the Arts. Free enterprise, and that's about it here, right? Yeah. How's this looking? Okay, so we can get rid of these guys, and we definitely want to get rid of them. You need this. Oh, 2 missionary strength, lovely. Eastern Kine, which province is that? I mean, we're gonna get very familiar with all of our provinces, right? This one. Let's also put in this right here. So, I mean, this still takes a while to do, but... Oh, we have 2 missionaries. Why do we have 2 missionaries? Oh, because we're an empire. We're right. So, of course, we are the Asrai Pantheon. We get manpower and... Wow, we get 20% manpower? That's crazy. Also advisor cost reduction. We do have this church power thingy here, which we're gonna deal with. We basically have like... from across all of these things, we can pick 3 modifiers. And we're probably gonna go very kind of development and push up our own stuff focused, right? Very simple. So, we make 12? No, we don't make 12. What are you talking about? Let's take level 1 advisors across the board. Oh, there's an elven face here. Very cool. Daftar Knight Branch. Are those special guys? They don't look special. Well, they also all look the same, so... Alright. So, with that knowledge, we are not gonna do anything for a while. Let's actually go ahead and... We can have 20k basically most of the time, so we're gonna go for 20k. And we're gonna take long enough to walk around. I'm not gonna go for monsters, I want money at first. We're not gonna give our ruler military command, we're gonna do this. Trill, we're gonna do this. And Trill. So. The Awakening of Orion. As the first light of... actually, how much long? Okay, 13 minutes until we unpause the game. As the first light of dawn pierces through the ancient canopies of Athel Loren, a hushed reverence falls over the woodland realm. The air shimmers with vibrant energy, a whisper of forgotten tales long buried beneath the roots of the great trees. In a sacred glade surrounded by the ancient spirits of the forest, the essence of nature itself begins to coalesce. Suddenly, the ground trembles as a surge of primal magic bursts forth. A radiant figure emerges from the foliage, crowned with antlers, adorned with blooming flora, embodying the wild and untamed spirit of the hunt. Orion, the eternal king of the wood elves, has returned to lead his people once more. With a voice that echoes like the rustle of leaves, he calls forth the creatures of the forest, rallying them to his side. The wood elves, filled with renewed sense of purpose, prepare to defend their sacred lands against all encroaching threats. The balance of nature is restored, and the legend of Orion lives on, a reminder of the forest's indomitable will. Okay, we get a special house, but we also get Orion as a marriage. Now, here's the thing. I cannot turn you into... wait. I can give my leader military command, but I cannot give Orion military command. This, I think, is unpleasant. And why do you only have 4 military? That's not correct. You're Orion. Oh, well, whatever. So, army's full. We're drilling. We are lacking definitely some fortresses around here. Either way, let's let the stuff rise up. And first of all, get to a decent point. Let's actually start with this. You want me free stability, you want manpower, you want money. I'm gonna take the manpower, because we do need to wait for this to return anyway. Oh god. We can have 40k, but we only get 230? That's insane. Well... Oh, there's a 10... Okay, the winds happen again. I think this probably makes most sense. I mean... It's a 10% chance. What are the odds? Yeah, there we go. So, we have a bunch of money. What do we do with that money right away? The only thing that we can build are castles. I mean, I could get started with locking up my forest, right? Oh, are you guys cheaper? Oh, because you have lumber. I see. Oh, devastation. Oh. Do I go into debt or do I actually... These are gonna take forever to go. Wait. I could do this in a specific way. Hold on a second. We're gonna do this. Let's quickly check which provinces got that devastation modifier. Or this devastation. You. I don't want this to get ruined. So I immediately turn this one on. And immediately turn this one on. We're gonna take the Diplo and remove that devastation right away. It's expensive, but it's something that we want to do anyway at some point. We get the Wood of the Magical Forest, we get Elf Administration as well, and the Inward Perfection. Yeah, we do have a few modifiers. And the season, technically the season currently encourages it, so we might as well. So, this is gonna remove the devastation tick with this stuff, and we can happily continue with growing. Don't have another space here yet, okay. Alright. This is all gonna take a while. We do want the double thingy as well. The double tell. Or whatever. So. At the moment, we would lose admin if we would like to go to war, right? Because we immediately would lose stability. Yeah. But I would like to do raiding. Let's see how long it takes for the season. For war to come around. Also the seasons work differently, like they're not a yearly thing. Also to remember. Oh, we can have another space, lovely. I mean, we already have a very substantial army. We have this 15% discipline. Renaissance pops up. So, now, the best place, of course, to start with things would be the capital. We already have this one active, but this one will take a while, and we don't have many points at the moment anyway, so we're not gonna go crazy yet. But we do want to wait. I mean, this also already grows with me, so that's quite nice. Also, attacking you guys will be more difficult because Corone will step in, but the other thing is Corone is not that strong. At the moment. They will become strong later on, but not now. Have you done everything? I think I don't want to lose manpower, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you're converting this, I see. There we go. This one we can stop. I guess I could technically also remove this for now. We're gonna keep it in the capital. But we are fixing our stuff here. Get full, the full gain in church power, so we can get to the modifiers as fast as possible. I need to get you guys to 65 happiness. It's actually... I guess I need to do something else with the guild then. No, not that. Not with, I don't want to be indebted either. I need stability. I could technically do the thingy, and a monopoly if I wanted. A cheap monopoly at that. This should easily. I mean, I guess it's only temporary, so let's not go crazy. Another fort, and then we just need one more, and we're basically completely protected. Now, of course, we do still have stuff here to do as well. Let's not forget that. I kind of want to get this fast, but I think the forts are just very important to have. Of course, it does reduce my income quite a bit, but who cares? So, we could lose 400 admin to get living architecture. I don't need it at the moment. I'd rather would like to get tech. The good thing is we do have quite a gain already. We are, well, we have a very good leader. And we have also already advisors. Alright. So, I would like to preferably get Asarika cults instead of all of the others. We do have some stuff here. We have the manpower courage speed, which would be very powerful. We have fort defense, autonomy change, all quite nice. I mean, I guess we could take it. Yeah, there it is. The Blessing of Wukon, development in ghost and primary cultures. That's just too good to pass up. Yeah. You also have infantry combat. You have far better stuff. This is a movement speed. Okay, this is just unfair. What do the Gadai have? I mean, the thing is, I'm not defing right now. What I mainly need is manpower courage speed, which is currently what we lack with. And I don't think, like, of course we could take the combat bonuses here, but what do they do for us at the moment? We're gonna take this. Oh, and this also immediately has changed that. Lovely. Just quickly checking that I've not done that. I could just insult a bunch of people to get this one done. I mean, sure, why not? I have random dudes that I can pick from. I have nothing else to do. Here you go. It's just a normal insult, right? Yeah. And it's whatever country, yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh yeah, right, the dwarves, obviously. Reichland. No, let's leave Reichland. Wait, these are... No, you're not elves. For a second I was like, no, this can't be. Oh, I forgot something. Right. There's something else important that we need to do. So. Right of the Athel. The race of the world believe themselves our equals. How laughable. Now that we have made our disdain clear, the lesser people trampled our words. Let them seethe with fury, for we shall only mock them further. The weave endures while their empires crumble. We need to prove our superiority. Our very existence is proof enough. Yeah, we get more power protection, which is alright. But something else I completely forgot. Laurelone Forest. You are Wood Elf. I would like to make friends with you. Because there is a slight chance that we make you into our dominion. Let's go. So, first of all, we need to improve our opinion with them, and then we also need to get more favors. Alright. So, question is, do we pump further onto this, or do we do something else? I think we should reach these things as soon as possible. So doing it, so getting rid of this again is difficult. Currently we're just helping the nobility, which is just manpower. But we'll see what else we can have. Alright. This is actually not that long away, what we are currently doing. Or at least, yes, there. We can get rid of this, we no longer need it. So, now we'll save up for 1,000. We of course are gonna catch up on this, but I think saving up for 1,000 is just a very good idea. Because if we get the Oak of Ages going as fast as possible... Oh, it's very expensive still. Maybe we do want to do something else. Oh shit, 5 innovativeness. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Don't mind if I do. Burn the cultists. We can trigger some Chaos Undivided stuff. I mean, this is just manpower cost. I don't want that. I can convert these guys. You're immediately getting converted, yeah. This should also take... Yeah, it's 5%. This is alright. So we technically... Yeah, we do have good provinces for this. I'm gonna do this because it also gives death cost reduction. We technically also can already do this. And if we get an immediate cost reduction for that, that's actually quite powerful. We currently are in the cost increase, right? Yeah, so we're not gonna really spend too much points while doing that. Fuck you, game. Okay, it's just 2 extra, who gives a shit? I mean, we can click this right after, right? That should not be an issue. We also are nearly done with this. Let's make everyone happy, why not? We have the raiding Casus-Belli, so we don't really care. This goes all the way up to 17.6, that's not enough for this. Oh, because we have the Witch Hunt currently active. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. We have 17 more years. So... Oh, we can take the tech if we wanted. But we currently have power cost increase, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna click that. So. Nobility loyal, the Lords of the Glade. The noble houses of the Athel, though independent in their spirit, owe their allegiance to Athel, Loren and the Eternal Council. Now that they stand in firm support of our cause, they will offer their finest warriors to defend the Weave. With their private hosts sworn to our service, our armies grow strong, ready to strike against those who would trespass upon our sacred lands. Just straight up manpower, lovely. So, next thing is barracks, which gives us another bonus in the capital. Yes. Okay, now I feel like getting the forest spirits is probably very healthy, but we'll see what we get here. We can take... No, wait, let's take a look at this first. So, forest spirits want me to have the Glade of Eternal Mu at 4 base tax. The nobility wants prestige, and you guys just want straight up money. I think this one probably makes the most sense, because we can do it right away. Let's do this. Keep it up there. 2. That finishes us up. Finishes up this as well. The spirits of Athel Loren stir in response to our reverence. Now that the ancient guardians of the forest are content, the weave flows with greater ease, guiding our people and granting us its blessings. With the goodwill of the spirits, our glades can flourish as never before. A development cost reduction. This one wants us to have temples in every province. This one gives us even more development cost reduction, so we'll build for that. Next thing we need to do is the guilds, but these guys are all a little bit low here. So we are gonna get some ground land instead. This is even again, lovely. We're still in that season, so let's just wait a little bit. It's not for that much longer. So yeah, there we go. Converted that again. I'm not sure how long the witch hunters are gonna stick around. Which province was that? Huh? Oh, I didn't even do it right. How long do you stick around, witch hunters? Oh, 3 years. Okay, so this influence here is gonna... It doesn't really matter. Okay, you stay there, as we need to pump you up to 90 to rust, right? Yeah, 90 to rust and 90 favors. Yeah, takes a while. We are no longer ahead of time. That means we are going to lose innovativeness, right? Yeah. Nothing that we can do about. So, next season is construction cost reduction, which is quite nice, but we are gonna take this and this. So. We still do not have the thingy. We do have a few modifiers here. And the good thing is, we've just reached this place. Where are you? Kifadai. Where's your development cost reduction? I know you have one. I saw it. There, in primary culture provinces. Hukon, so. Which immediately pops one of these guys in. Currently a hidden code, but it's gonna go away soon enough. We want some development cost reduction so that we can pump up the forest. You're still growing, so that's the second. At the same time, these guys are also important. So we'll see. In 4 years we can do another thing. Okay, let's continue on. Oh wait. Right. We can build one marketplace. That's actually valuable. And while we still have... I think we're gonna really want to build while we currently have this active this season. So we're gonna just build all of as much temple as possible. Either way, we need to satisfy the guilds before we can even move on over here. This one is expensive anyway. Barracks we cannot build yet. We are a kingdom, right? Well, either way, we're gonna end this episode here. So like always, like subscribe shenanigans, and I guess see you guys next episode. Bye!